Hey, this is Carrie. Welcome back to I Like Reddit channel. Today I'll be reading 3 stories out of the Entitled Parents subreddit. Let's begin. Our first story is by Zakana. My precious baby can go wherever he wants. This happened a few years ago while I was away at college and was told to me by my mother. The dialogue is the best of my recollection, so it's not exact. Backstory. The house I grew up in is situated on a street that curves off a major 4-lane road that is pretty busy from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. with a few pockets in there where traffic is lighter. The speed limit is 45 miles per hour and one of the major bus routes goes down it as well. Across the street and about a quarter mile east is a townhouse/apartment community known as Moose Trail. Moose Trail was originally built as low-income housing for the city to get a grant. It was a requirement to apply. When it was finished, it served mostly as a community for married students and their families who attended the local university. Over the years, though, as the university built more of its own housing close to campus, this became government-subsidized housing for low-income families. Over the years, the place descended into a mini ghetto of sorts, with drug use and dealing, domestic violence, and a murder here and there. It finally got cleaned up when the management changed hands and the new one gave the city police office space for a community police precinct. The story. My mother was washing dishes in the kitchen one afternoon during summer. The kitchen is just off the garage, and on warm days, when there is a breeze, she would open the garage up to let the air move through the house. She was just about done when she hears a weird noise out in the garage, so she goes to investigate. Entitled kid, a boy about 7 or 8, is in the garage messing with things. No adult is in sight. My mother stepped out into the garage to talk to him. Mom, is something wrong? Do you need help? EK, no. Goes back to messing around. Now there's plenty of things in there that entitled kid could hurt himself on, from gardening tools to the lawnmower, not to mention all the various chemicals and stuff like antifreeze, gas, and so forth. So my mom was not going to let some strange kid she had never seen before just mess around in there because she knows some Karen would sue if her precious baby got injured. Mom, where are you from? EK, over there. Points to the Moose Trail, but my mom is thinking that he is referring to another apartment building on the other side of the road that is in between. Mom, where's your mom? EK, home. Mom, well, you can't be here. It's not safe. EK, I can go where I want. Mom, this is not your house. You need to leave now. She hustles the kid out of there and he walks back towards Moose Trails. My mom finishes the dishes and then goes outside to water her flowers and do some other yard work she needed. She happens to be facing east and sees entitled kid walking towards the house in the street, and entitled mother is with him. Entitled mother sees my mother and storms up the driveway to confront her. Entitled mother, did you tell my son he couldn't play here? Mom, yes, I do not let children play in the garage, especially ones I don't know. EM, how dare you tell him what to do? I told him he could go do whatever he wants. He does not have to listen to you. He does when he's on my property, even more so when he is here without my permission. EM, no he doesn't, you witch. He can go anywhere he wants, period. My mother is a licensed teacher, so she's had plenty of experience dealing with Karens like this one. However, on her summer vacation and in her own yard, she was not having it. Mom, he is not to be on my property, period. Both of you are to leave now. EM, we don't have to go anywhere. Mom, leave now, or I will be calling the police and I will have you arrested. Both of you for trespassing and for negligence and child endangerment. She pulls out her cell phone. What is it gonna be? Entitled mom storms off in a huff, taking her brat with her, while she insults my mom under her breath. Fun little fact, as a teacher, my mom is required by law to report all instances of child abuse and such. She did make the phone call to satisfy the requirement, but since she had no idea who the woman was or the kid was, as well as the unit in Moose Trail that they had lived in, there were more than 300 people living in that community. All they could do was make a note of the incident and pass it along to the officer who worked in the community policing office. She was in shock that any parent would be so negligent as to let their child roam like that and cross a major road. Wow. The line that really stuck out in my head was, my kid can go wherever he wants, period. No, actually he can't. I guess I'm just amazed by this woman's level of entitlement. The thing that's sad is I don't think this kid will ever learn boundaries. Or he'll learn them the hard way, breaking into somebody's house and getting arrested, or getting hit by a car on a busy highway, or getting hurt with some toxic chemicals that he wasn't supposed to be playing with. The reason that will happen because his mom doesn't understand boundaries either. I guess this just comes with the territory of having an entitled mom as a parent. Anyway, on to the next story. Our second story is by Mystery Mechanics. You're a girl, so that automatically makes you bad at video games. A bit of background. I had borrowed a friend's game, we traded, I gave him Assassin's Creed 2 for Far Cry 3. I was going to return it because he had asked for it back. I didn't mind, so I told him I'd be coming over tomorrow to return the game as well as collecting mine. Now my friend's mom is a certified Karen. She's very sexist and likes making stereotypes. It didn't really bother me too much since she had never gone too far. On to the story. The cast. F for my friend, EM, Karen, M, myself. I arrived at my friend's place and this is the conversation that followed. Me. Brought back Far Cry. Friend. How was it? Me. Really cool. How'd you find Assassin's Creed? Friend. Couldn't be better. Me. Good to hear. Here comes Karen. EM. Looks confused. Friend. Just trading games, Mom. EM. Those are my son's games? Me. Actually, this one, Far Cry, is his. He lent it to me, and in return I lent him one of my games. We're switching back. EM. What do you need games for? Me. I find them enjoyable. EM. You're a girl. Me. And? Doesn't mean I can't enjoy them. EM. You can enjoy them all you want. You'll never be any good at it. Me. I've been playing games for a while now, and I wasn't too good at the beginning, but I've certainly improved. EM. Still, you're a girl, and girls aren't good at video games. Me. That's stereotyping. EM. Are you saying I'm wrong? Were you not taught to respect adults? Me. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just disagreeing with what you're saying. There's no need to raise your voice. EM. I won't allow you to tell me what I can and can't do in my own house. Go away. Me. Alright, I'll leave. Friend and I traded our games back and I returned home. I didn't tell my mom, I kinda just shrugged it off. His mom usually accuses me of things such as being a person who passionately hugs strangers for money and wanting to passionately hug with her son. I'm 13. I have no romantic interest towards my male friend, and I'm not quite interested in a relationship either. I'd much rather keep to myself and move along. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this story. It was pretty short. Don't think you'll hear any more from Entitled Mom. My friend and I have decided to trade our games at school, from now on. As a gamer girl, I find this reasoning insulting but not surprising. I think a lot of people just don't think that games are for girls, or that girls would enjoy games at all. Though I have a feeling that this Karen was really just being narrow-minded and dumb. Anyway, on to our final story. Our final story is by Littlefoot86. I don't care if he needs emergency surgery, my daughter is more important. This just happened last night, Friday the 13th. I'd been having some pretty bad abdominal pain since the 12th. Well, yesterday, I went to the local clinic and found out I had appendicitis. The clinic called an ambulance and I was transported to a big hospital. When I got there, they took me into a room and had me stripped buck naked and rushed me into the OR. As we were moving through the ER, this Karen stopped us and asked why I was being rushed before her daughter since they had been here longer. The nurse told her that I was being rushed for emergency surgery. She said, I don't care, my daughter is in pain and he needs to wait his turn. The nurse said, ma'am, your daughter has a sprained ankle and this gentleman could die. She reluctantly moved out of the way when she saw a couple of police officers start walking towards her. Well, my surgery went great and I didn't die. Was released at 12 noon. Edit. Holy smokes, I didn't expect this to blow up like that, like it did. Thanks for all the well wishes. I can't believe that woman would be that ridiculous. If he's already on a gurney and he's already going to the OR, then, you know, there's obviously a doctor already waiting for them. But I guess if you're a Karen, you never think about those sort of things. Or you never think about the fact that the person that they're stopping is in a life or death situation. I'm glad OP's surgery was successful and he's okay. Anyway, that's all my stories for today. If you like my content, please like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell notification to let you know when I upload new content. Links to the original Reddit post will be left in the description below. Have a great day.